Thank you. Well, as you've heard, ladies and gentlemen, the idea here is looking at SAP Business Suite and HANA and giving you insight like you've never had before. Well, what does that mean? Well, imagine you're a Werner, a chief financial officer inside your company. Okay? Now, can he get insight through HANA that he's never been able to have before? Yes, he can. Let me show you on PC number 2. Okay, so what I've got here is in my browser, I've loaded up my working capital management. This is a dashboard that your typical CFO would actually have a look at. Here you can see the key KPIs, compare 2010 and 2011. I've got things here like days payable outstanding, but I see here my days sales outstanding, where I'm getting my cash is a bit of a problem. I'm 3 days overdue here. Now, why is that? Now, as a chief financial officer, I'd like to know where is that problem and how can I solve it? Well, what I can do here is go down to a graph. I can hear here my DSOs really are going up over time. So what I want to do now is to drill down into day sales outstanding and have a look at that. Now, there are 80 million HANA records here that are being summarized. The first thing I want to know, perhaps, is where in the world is this happening? So what I'm going to do here now is down into country, and what will happen now, those 80 million records are analyzed and brought up that fast. And here I can see where the problems are. I can obviously hear calculation on the fly as I move this backwards and forwards. Ooh, look, it goes all pretty colors. It's like Christmas. And you can see here, ladies and gentlemen, what we're doing now is actually doing analysis on those 80 million records. And I can see here my problem is in Brazil. Always a problem, especially in football. So now, what I want to do is the real problem there? So I can just add another chip here, and each time I add a chip, another HANA inquiry is done. I can look here at days sales outstanding over time, and I can see, yes, I really have a problem in Brazil. It's going here from 52 days up to about 62 days. Now, why is that? Now, the customers are obviously paying later, so it either means that the customers are not liquid and they're not paying in time, or my payment conditions are going longer. Which of those could it be? Well, let's do an analysis and have a look. If I have a look here and say, let's have a look at payments over time, I can see here, straight away, HANA inquiry, 80 million records. I can see here, the actual receivables I'm getting is pretty much the overdue receivables are pretty much the same. So it's not that the customers are paying later, it must therefore be my days sales outstanding. So now let's drill down into payment terms, and every click, 80 million records analyzed. And here, I can very clearly see, and here, the HANA database has clustered all these records in an easy way for me to see. The red is payment dues of within 30 days, and I can see here that the yellow here, which is payments later than 60 days, is obviously getting bigger and bigger. So it's my payment terms with the customers. Now that already, ladies and gentlemen, is probably insight that most CFOs don't have. But with HANA, you can take it one stage further. As a CFO, I'd like to know, who are those customers? Well, nothing similar. Because you're not working with aggregates, which would give you a completely wrong picture here anyway, I can now drill down into my customer database, and here, all the customers in Brazil are displayed to me, here they all are, with their payment terms. Now, I'd like to do a HANA query. How can I do that? Program SQL? No, ladies and gentlemen. All I need to do, wait for this, is I'm going to just draw a little line. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo. We'll take him as well, and that's a little nasty one down there. And we'll take those, and now that is the query that's sent back to HANA. So when I finally do my final query and add my final chip here and say, give me those receivables, who are those naughty customers, bang, I've got them. Now, in 6 steps, ladies and gentlemen, I've analyzed there 80 million records. You've seen up here, 80 million records summarized here. Each individual step coming down till I finally then look at those 8 customers here that are the bad ones. Now, that's the power of HANA and analytics that you've never seen before. Thank you very much.